Hello, everybody. It's me, Shao Andy. Um, Not sure how much introduction is needed. Um, Whatever the title of this video is, should give you a vague idea of what's going on here. Um, Anyone who's spent more than 2 seconds around me knows that One Shot's one of my favorite games ever. I have my Nico plush right here. Not going to turn the webcam on to show him off, but just trust that he's here with me. And for those of you who are unaware, last month, I think it's been about a month, I was going to play this when it released, but then a bunch of stuff happened. Last month or so was One Shot's 10th anniversary. So the team ended up releasing a bit of a, I presume, a pretty short game. If it's a really long game, then I am not really prepared for that, but they released a bit of some sort of project to celebrate. I can read the blurb right here. It's the 10th anniversary of One Shot, and Nico has decided to share their mama's pancake recipe with the world. Join them on a special interactive cooking lesson in One Shot Cafe, the coffee shop AU where nobody dies. So, I felt like recording this. I could just play it on my own, but assuming it's like a short game, I think it'd be cool to share this with the channel. And assuming that Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 release soon, this will be good practice for like just talking to a camera without an audience. It's been a while since I've done that, honestly. I've been streaming a lot, but talking to a camera and recording like a playthrough is a very different dynamic, so this hopefully will be a fun little experience. I already downloaded it. I paid $2. It was a name your price kind of thing. And yeah, I'm going in not knowing what to expect. I guess I am hoping that there's some good music because I love the One Shot soundtrack to death. And I don't know if I could necessarily handle the emotions of like hearing new One Shot songs right now. Kind of busy. I have like final papers and exams due by the end of the week. So I don't know if I'd be able to handle the emotions, but yeah, I guess we'll have to see. So we can just get started. One Shot pancakes. Ooh, Something that like makes me weirdly emotional is like menu sound effects. Like the little like beeps and boops that games make when you're like navigating the menus, like Undertale. Just those little sound effects of like the text scrolling or like you choosing options on a menu. They make me incredibly nostalgic. I have not heard that little piano chord in like a One Shot related thing in years, dude. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. Let me make sure. Probably cut the video real quick. I just had to make sure that the recording was working. But yeah, menu sound effects, very underrated, very emotional. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Oh, I love this. I love One Shot, dude. I think this song sounds a little reminiscent of Library Stroll, which is a very good track from the original game. Alright. Hello. Don't remember if this character had a name. I remember I would joke that they worked at Denny's. It has been 10 years. people don't recognize, they're the person who works at like the cafe in the refuge. Alright, voice acting time. Hi everyone. As you know, it's the 10-year anniversary of One Shot. Well, the original, yeah. One Shot history lesson for anyone who's unaware. There were two versions of One Shot. The original version was sort of a demo. I think it only went to the Barons. And famously, in that version, if you close the game without, like, resting in a bed or something, Nico would just die. I'm glad they removed that. But, you know, it very much drove home the idea of you have one shot at this. And then I think 2 years or so later, in around 2016, they released the full game. So yeah. It's been a decade. So I thought I'd decorate the cafe. We opened extra early today, so no one's showed up yet. Except me! Oh, I have not voice acted Nico in like years, dude. Oh, this is gonna destroy me. Especially since I have Nico with me right now. I'm gonna be talking for this little individual. Again, I have no webcam on, but I'm gonna like position them so they're staring at the screen. It is you. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Woo! Literally me. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Dude, I have, oh, dude. Oh, I'm gonna die, dude. I bought this Nico plush maybe 2 years ago. I had always meant to do it, but I'd never gotten around to doing it until then. It's weird to say, like, it's one thing to like hold the plush, like I'm gonna be like embarrassingly personal with this because I mean it's one shot, that's kind of what you do. I can't sleep without like holding plushies. It's just difficult for me at this point because I've been doing it for so long, and one of the plushies I always sleep holding is Nico. So, you know, it's one thing to have like hold a plushie of Nico every night for like 2 years, but it's weirdly enough, it's another to like actually see the Nico like talk sprite in a video game. Because again, I think I beat Solstice in like God, I don't remember what year it came out, maybe 2017. It's been like 7 years since I've actually seen Nico like with new lines, official lines of dialogue. This is destroying me. Oh no, the music, it is Library Stroll. I'm here on a very special mission today. Can you guess what it is? Pancake moment? Does it involve a celebration cake? The pan variety? How'd you know? Feels weird to say that I miss Nico considering I have him right here, but I don't know. You literally told me a minute ago before the camera turned on. Alright. Today, I'll be showing everyone how to make Mama's special pancakes. And he'll be helping. I don't think we ever got like a confirmation. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't think we ever got confirmation of like that character's gender. Okay. Because he's a grown-up, and I'm not old enough to use the stove without adult supervision. True. Didn't you like set things on fire before? Thank God. It's me. I'm God. Yeah, that's fair. Alright then, follow me to the kitchen. Okay. I have not seen this sprite of Nico in so long either. And still run around. I've never played this game series, but these like banners remind me of Flandre Scarlet. There's a friend of mine, I don't think he'd be watching this, but he'd find that reference funny. This is the kitchen. Cleaned up pretty good. You'd never know that we had a fire last week. Another one? Right. Robots are surprisingly flammable. Speaking of robots, are we gonna see some of our favorite little individuals? It's a fridge. It's true. That's the pantry. Doesn't actually have pans in it. Storage room. It's cold, so you shouldn't go in. Fancy coffee machine. Coffee's for grown-ups. I agree. I don't drink coffee. I'm not allowed to use the stove by myself. Frying pan. Makes pancakes. That's true. That's all it does, actually. What up? My coworkers aren't here because they're still getting repaired for fire damage, so we won't have extra help today. Do you think you can handle it? Of course. I help Mama out in the kitchen all the time. Especially when making pancakes. I even wrote down the recipe. Oh, oh my god. This is Nico's theme. It was included with like the release of the soundtrack of Solstice, but it was never played in game, I don't think. We're here. It's so over. It's so over, dude. One of the files you download on the itch.io page is I'll link the itch.io page as well, but one of the files you download is pancake recipe.pdf or something. So I'm sure this is like an actual thing that they made. I made the mistake of using this theme as like the theme of a character of mine and like a story I'm writing. And I just like, it was a terrible mistake because now every time I listen to the theme I like die. And I associate that character with Nico, which makes it hard to write about them. Whoa, so many pages. Surprisingly legible for Cran. Recipe, part 1, need, pan. Like I said, these pancakes are very special, so I wrote a lot. It takes Mama a long time to make, start to finish. She even makes the syrup herself, that's cool. Wow, I wonder if we're gonna see Nico's mother, because I don't think we actually ever saw what she looked like. Sounds like a lot of work. Sometimes in life, you gotta work hard, it's so true. Oh, it says here that we would need cups of things. What are cups? Huh, that's interesting. Measuring cups? You have to measure cups? Not sure if I get it. Don't you cook for your job? How do you cook without measuring cups? Or measuring spoons? How do you know how much flour to use? I weigh it? Oh yeah. I heard the people in the city do that. Sounds like a hassle. Interesting. I didn't know that there was flour measuring discourse. They had to use a scale every time they cook. Well, we do live in a city. Not your city, my city. It's true. We know very little about Nico's homeworld. Maybe we do. Maybe we learn stuff in Solstice, but as I've said a million times, I don't remember much of the Solstice route. I remember I cried, but I don't remember like the plot details very well. The cities we have back home. Right. Using a scale all the time sounds hard. It'd be much easier if we had measuring cups and spoons. Still don't know what those are though. Does the one-shot world not have spoons or cups? Do they drink out of like glasses? Like oh, okay. Fair enough. Maybe we need to get some help. Have we seen some of these Nico sports? Like this one I don't remember seeing in the main game. Hold on. Yeah. I wonder if, because this is Protobot, I wonder if Profitbot's gonna show up also. I like Profitbot. Oh, you brought a friend. Yep, and he's willing to help us. I haven't voiced this guy, I don't think I ever voiced this guy on recording. I don't remember what voice I gave him in my head. Willing isn't exactly the right word here. Oh, hello. I don't think I've seen you around before. Nice to meet you. Don't get your hopes up. I don't do nice. Yeah, he says that. That's just what he wants you to think. Hush. Oh, you silly little guy. Oh, while you were gone, I dug this thing out from storage. What is it? Why don't you turn on the switch to find out? Oh? Oh. Music player. Thought it'd be fitting here. Does it play any other songs? It's only the birthday song, I'm afraid. Aw. I wanted to play heavy metal like in the cooking show. Chopped? I don't watch cooking shows. It's kind of funny that you have to light it on fire every time. I know. I like it though. Fire's cool. Fire's hot, actually. It's true. I think it's a level 3 safety violation and therefore extremely stupid. Don't worry, the candle isn't real. Convincing though, right? Oh. And it's just stupid. I hope the soundtrack... So far there's been like 2 new songs. I hope... Even if it's just like 2 new songs, I hope they release it on like Bandcamp or something. This better be good. Of course. I wouldn't call you if it wasn't an emergency. A dire, sticky, sugary, delicious emergency. You want me to do gram conversions, don't you? Maybe. So much for this not being a pain in the... No swearing, this is one shot. Assuming that you do not perfect conversions, I should be able to help. This world is only calibrated to the metric system, and my database on other units only has a limited sample size that account for various contingencies. So it might not be exactly... How much does a cup of flour weigh? 120 grams, roughly. Whoa, you answered so fast! A simple query like that does not take long to... How much is 2... No, 3 cups of water weigh? 720 grams. How about... half a cup of... beans? Depends on the bean. Pinto. 70 grams, and why do you even need beans to make pancakes? How about 100 cups of ice cream? Vanilla. 21,400 grams or 21.4 kilograms. Are you having fun? Is a kilogram of steel? But steel is heavier than feathers. Do not test my patience. Real. Reduced to a calculator. Now the Proto's here to help us, we can continue. Hey, this is a pretty nice day. This is me flexing. I'm flexing my one-shot OST knowledge. Oh, I want to see my boy Plight. Where is he? For those of you following along, you would need a gram scale. If you have measuring cups and spoons like I do at home, you could use those instead. It would probably be a lot easier. Next up is ingredients. This recipe is so long, we should probably split it into 3 parts. Kinda is 3 recipes in one. That's what Mama does. You have to do it in a specific order for the best results. Okay, I'll go get everything ready. Quite the list we have here. Oh yeah. Pancakes are my favorite food. What's yours? Good question. I'm not sure if I have one, because it changes all the time. Go sulk somewhere else. Those are hazelnuts. Mama always starts with this step, where she turns hazelnuts into hazelnut candy. Okay. Sprinkle them on top of the pancakes later. She also says this recipe is pretty dangerous for a kid, so I normally only help with the first steps. First, I cut a piece of parchment paper with scissors and put it in a baking pan or anything that's heat-proof. Then you need to get a knife and cutting board. I'm not old enough to use knives on my own either, so you'll have to do this part. Okay. Take about half a cup of hazelnuts, 55 grams, and cut them up like this. When you pick out all those big pieces, you don't want the crumbs because they'll burn. You can save the crumbs and just mix it with the hazelnut flour, though. Smart. Now you need a frying pan, but not for pancakes. Okay. Toast the hazelnut pieces in the pan on low or medium heat for 5 minutes until they turn brown and smell nice. Careful though, you don't want it to burn. It won't burn if I'm stirring them the whole time. I wish I could bake. I wish I could like do more advanced cooking, but it seems like it requires a lot of patience, which I don't have. Spaghetti is easy to make though. I like making spaghetti. Oh, I think it's just about done. Oh, that's fast. It's only been 3 minutes. All stoves and pans are a little different, so they heat up at different speeds. Okay, you turn off the heat and dump out all the hazelnuts on a plate or bowl. Or just the counter if it's clean. Then you wipe down the pan really good with a damp towel to get rid of all the burnt bits. You can put the pan back on the warm stove to evaporate off the water. Maybe I should like try this in real life. I don't know how well it'll turn out. If I do, I'll probably like post a picture to my community tab. You need the pan dry for the next step. Now the skin should be loose in the hazelnut pieces, so you can rub the pieces between your hands to get all the skin off. Are they cool enough to touch yet? Yeah. Oh, let me do it. I'm always let me do this part. I like to use my sleeves, those long sleeves. Wait, but Mama isn't around to wash my coat afterwards. Use your bare hands, it'll probably take longer. Why not just use a towel? Smart. Not all the skin will come off, and that's okay. The hazelnut pieces back into the pan, just like last time. Don't put in any crumbs. I'll just throw the crumbs away this time, since it's mostly just skin and burnt bits. Add a quarter cup of sugar. How many grams? 50 grams. 50 grams. Turn the pan on medium heat to melt the sugar. Mama says melted sugar is super hot, so it can really hurt if you touch it. You'll die in real life. I'll stay over here. Can't believe something as tasty as sugar can be so dangerous. Sugar should start to melt around 5 minutes. Might be different for this stove. I saw a meme saying that, like... What was the meme? It was like... Grilling... The meme was, for grilling, pi equals 3. For cooking, pi equals 3.14. And for baking, pi equals 3.1415925, etc. With, you know, the joke being that baking is way more precise. So the fact that it differs for each stove and oven is interesting to me. Once it melts, stir it even more. You want to melt all the sugar and coat all the hazelnut pieces with it. Mom usually kept it on the stove for another 3 minutes or so for all the sugar to melt. Okay, I'll keep stirring. Stir the juices in the glove. Be careful, okay? I'll be fine. Oh, did you burn yourself? Oh no, just surprised it melted as fast as it did. Don't scare me like that. I think it's done though. Okay, take it off the heat. Hurry! You just dump everything out again, this time onto the parchment paper. Do not go to the ER because of one shot. Be careful. I'll pour it in a thin layer since I assume we don't want big clusters that'll be tough to break up later. Stick together at least a little bit. And again, it's really hot, so definitely don't touch it. Once it's cool, you can chop them up on the cutting board. Don't try to break them up with your hands, though. Yeah, you'll die. Sugar can be as sharp as... That's scary. Another cruel betrayal by the world's most delicious substance. So true. It can also cause, like, heart problems and health problems. Okay, it's all chopped up now. And also make you ADHD, Andy. Do you have a jar or airtight container? That'll keep them crunchy while I make the other things. Otherwise the sugar will get sticky after a while. So why is that? Come on. Why are you looking in my direction? Because you're the smartest guy here. Oh yeah. Because sugar has hygroscopic properties, which means it attracts the water molecules in the air. This has to be a new song. This is like ProfitBot's theme. Okay. The water molecules would then disrupt the crystal structure of the hardened sugar you just made. You heated the sugar up to about 150 degrees Celsius, also referred to the hard crack stage. In this state, the sugar is hard and brittle. Oh, this is groovy. I like it. Kind of reminds me of Undertale Yellow. And crunchy. But as the hardened sugar continues to pull moisture from the air and thus disrupting its crystal structure, it would lose its brittleness. One-shot team cooking up a hard theme for character describing sugar. Water is able to do this because it's a polar molecule, which means that it has two differently charged regions. The oxygen atom holds a partially negative charge, while the two hydrogen atoms hold a partially positive charge. Can't read. This polarity gives water the ability to attract other polar molecules. Big words. Not only that, the pair of hydrogen bonds in the water molecule also... Gone for another 5 minutes. Whoa. I'm learning words! So true. I did not know what hygrophobic was. I thought it was hydrophobic. Homophobic. Was it hydrogoric? I don't remember. It's been 2 minutes. I'll just go put these in a jar with some silica gel packets. Silica gel, a form of silicon dioxide, is extremely porous with a large surface area that results in moisture absorption and retention. It has the ability to absorb 40% of its own weight in water and is used as a commercial desiccant. In our case, it would absorb all the moisture in a small enclosed space, the sealed jar. Good to know. Real. Because I like to mix sugar in my water before I drink it. There was syrup and milk. Ew. I'm not shaming Nico, though. Never answered the feather question. refuse to entertain it any further. Because you know it's an impossible question. Making the syrup next. I don't know where I'm going to get a good chance to, like, shout this out, so... a certain Andrew will be really happy to hear this. I gotta shout out the game Hello Charlotte. This seems very random, but... It's a game that's a lot different from One Shot. It's a lot darker. I don't know if I'd... Like Omori, I don't know if I'd recommend it to people who are, like, going through a hard time. But it gave me, and this is very high praise, it gave me an emotional reaction by the end. Well, it's a trilogy of games, and the final game at the end gave me an emotional reaction that was on par with One Shot, which, if you know me, is ridiculously high praise, so... Check it out if you would like. Again, it's dark, but... Yeah, I gotta shout that out, because it was a good game. Alright. Making the syrup next. Oh, syrup is super simple to make. Well, I think it's scary. Because we're melting sugar again. I'll stay over here, away from the stove. You can let me cut the butter at least. I'll need 2 tablespoons of it. 30 grams. Cut into smaller pieces with a butter knife. Butter knife is safe for little old me. True. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the image of like the Kirby plush holding a knife. On my side, we'll need a cup of brown sugar, 208 grams. Goes in the saucepan along with half a cup of water, 120 grams. Mix together with a small whisk, then heat over medium-high heat while constantly stirring. Don't forget to add the maple syrup. 2 tablespoons, right? 40 grams. Why do you have to cook this syrup to melt it when maple syrup always stays a liquid? Hello. You're looking at me again. Ooh. Maple syrup contains invert sugars, which are structurally different from table sugar. Invert sugars have better moisture retention properties and do not readily crystallize. It's typical to add invert sugar to syrups made with regular sugar in order to prevent the mixture from recrystallizing, which would lead to a grainy texture. I don't know that she's honey or corn syrup for that. It won't taste as good. I wouldn't know the difference regardless. For real. Alright, you can't eat. Once the syrup boils, switch the heat down to medium-low and simmer for about 2 minutes. Nico, can you pass me the butter? Cut in little cubes, like Mama does. Is that okay? Nice. Be any shape. Pieces just need to be small enough to melt quickly once added to the syrup. Stirring it helps it melt faster. If my friend Cookie is watching this, Verena would try to make this recipe and die. Correct. Then we just take it off the heat and leave it in the pan to cool down to eating temperature. Careful not to touch it, though. We get to see, like, a Lula in the gang as well. If we don't, I think that's understandable, because I don't know how big of a game this is, but it'd be nice. Gotta admit, I had trouble finding hazelnut flour. I just made my own. So Mama does too. Uses a mortar and pesto for it. Mortar and pestle, real. I knew that. That uses a food processor. Think it would work with almond flour too? Probably. But I like hazelnuts. These are for later. Even though I really want to eat them now. It's a knife. Very dangerous. Wrong bowl. You should do things in order. Okay, it's okay. We're on page 1 of the recipe. I feel like this game might be like, if we're reading the dialogue out, maybe like another 20 minutes long. Should be manageable. I don't know if my emotions will be able to hold out for that long, but we'll see. Now we're finally ready to make pancake batter. The main event. Yep, it's a 3 mixing bowl recipe. 1 bowl for dry ingredients, 1 bowl for wet ingredients, and 1 bowl just for the egg white. That's how you really know it's special. Because of all the dishes you'll have to clean afterward. Yeah, true. It's not a labor of love without the labor, as Mama always said. Looks like we'll also need a sifter and a whisk. More things to clean later. And a pan. Don't forget the pan. As well as it would just be a cake. Actually, it would just be raw. We don't need to use the stove until the end, so I can help out way more this time. First bowl is the egg white bowl. It needs to be super clean. I'm terrible at breaking eggs. No oil or it'll ruin everything. I like to wet down the bowl with some lemon juice, just to be sure. Then you want to take an egg and separate out the egg white. Can't mix any egg yolk into the egg white because egg yolks have oil in it. Interesting. Same. Because egg white is a pure protein. Protein molecules tend to link to each other and partially denatured through mechanical force such as whisking. The whisking process would also introduce a lot of air into the mixture, causing the protein mesh to become a foam. Oil molecules would disrupt that mesh structure, causing the foam to collapse. That was what you were going to ask. How'd you know? Alright, back to the eggs. I like to suck out the egg yolk with a water bottle. Sometimes can break the egg yolk. I can also dig it out with my hands, and then my hands get slimy. It's gross. I just use a separator. Oh, that's handy. Handy because then you don't need to use your hands. Real. Okay, now we put the yolk in a second bowl, the green one. We can leave the egg white alone for now. But it doesn't get lonely. It won't because it's just an egg. Half an egg. Alright. Take the bowl with the egg yolk and mix it with half a cup of buttermilk. And regular milk. Which is very tasty. I don't think I've ever had it actually. 112 grams. You want 3 tablespoons of regular milk to go in that too. 45. Stir it together and leave that alone too. Put it next to the first bowl so that it doesn't get lonely. It won't get lonely, it's just milk. Now, take the citron and put in half a cup of flour. 60 grams. Gotta take a tablespoon of flour out. Okay. 8 grams, leaving you with 52. Right, okay. Oh, Jesus. A tablespoon of cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of hazelnut flour. Best part. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Another best part. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which does not taste great on its own. Finally, a pinch of salt. Less than 1 gram. If I add too much of the pancakes, it will be salty. I guess it'll taste good though. Don't even joke. I wasn't joking. There are salty pancakes out there too, you know. There are like freaking scallion pancakes, I think they're called. Chinese dish. They're quite good. They're not pancakes as you might imagine them. They're like more, I don't know how to describe them. They're flaky and like crunchy and salty, but they're really good. I like to make mine with shredded vegetables such as, I will pretend not to hear you while I sift all this flour. No vegetables. We are a no vegetable household. Power from Chainsaw Man also, no vegetables. If a character does not eat their vegetables, I relate to them very strongly. I've learned to eat bananas though. I used to not eat any like fruits or vegetables ever. Now I eat bananas. Bananas are good. I mean, they call them scallion pancakes because you put scallions on them, but I don't like scallions. I just eat them, like, normally. Oh. Bigger pieces of hazelnut and some of the brown sugar might not go through the sifter. That's okay, though. Add it to the flour mix after everything else is sifted through. And you mix it by hand one less time for adding it into the buttermilk mixture. Okay. Okay, we're cooking. We're literally cooking. Pour in the flour mixture slowly. Mix it with a spatula, alright. Folding. You mix the dry and wet ingredients together in sort of a cutting motion with the spatula. I wonder if anyone on the team was like a baking expert already, or if they all had to like study for this. If you overmix, the pancakes will get tough. No, I don't. I also wonder if there's like, it'd be cute if there was like behind the scenes pictures of the team like having made this recipe. Develops the gluten in the flour. Just make sure protein's found in wheat flour. I'm running out of energy to like read all this. I really hope that come chapter 3 and 4, my like stamina when it comes to reading stuff is better, because I don't know how I managed that 10-hour like Deltarune 2 playthrough. I'm already getting a bit like, my voice is getting a bit like tired even just reading this. Elastic network of elastic polymers. Thanks. Gluten is great for making bread. It's great if you want to make something softer like pancakes. Okay. It's gluten-free. People are also really allergic. Aww. Feel bad for them because they can't have these pancakes. Truly a terrible fate. Maybe they can use gluten-free flour. Might not be the exact same, but maybe. Gotta be inclusive here. Leave the batter alone for about 20 minutes. Use the baking powder time to activate and also hydrate the flour. Rest while batter. Me playing off. I love off. Such a good game. I only need to wait a few more minutes for the batter to be ready. Should work on the egg whites now. Part is really, yeah, no, I'm bad at working with eggs in general. You take your egg whisk and whisk the egg whites a lot until it turns all white. It's taken forever to do this. That scared me. An electric whisk will make this a lot easier. That's a thing? Yeah. What is this? Sorcery. Electricity. That's handy. Oh, it's called a hand mixer. That's not actually why it's called that. Just with lemon juice, okay. Oh right, Mama does that too. I always wondered why that is. Helps stabilize the protein foam. Interesting, okay. I think like the other thing is I kind of vaguely knew what he was talking. Well, I kind of vaguely knew what like the trivia he was sharing. I kind of was vaguely aware of it already. Like, oh, water does this is just to like crystal molecules, but I didn't actually know that. I thought the lemon was just like for flavor. The lower pH would keep the denatured proteins relatively loose. Okay. This allows the structure to be able to incorporate more air bubbles, creating a more stable foam. Okay. Okay, Prophet Pot, okay. The acid most commonly used for meringue is cream of tartar. I love tartar sauce. SpongeBob. It's great in potato salad. Oh, we normally just use it for seafood, yeah. Especially fish. I like fish because he's a cat. Little cat man. And before you sit, yeah. Yeah, okay. It's a little sus. Maybe that's why they named a famous cat after tartar sauce. They did? Tartar sauce is something completely unrelated. Name tartar and cream of tartar comes from potassium bitartrate. Potassium salt of tartaric acid, which... Potassium is a funny word, it's true. It's in bananas. It has a bad word in the middle, I don't think. The biggest ass that ever lived. What a douche. Oh shoot, you're right. Potassium. Podium. Sounds like it's like talking about potassium. Okay, I get that joke. It's a funny joke. Shut up. Body. Real. Oh, I love one shot. Bit of a funny trivia with the Nico plush. It comes with like a light bulb sun, which I think they're supposed to be like magnets on Nico's hands to like grip the sun, but it doesn't work for me. Like I cannot get this little man to hold the sun without it like falling, so I just have the sun like on a table. I'm sorry, I gotta take good care of it. Alright. The egg's at soft peak right now. Do I keep going? No one usually whisks it until you can turn the bowl upside down. Without anything falling out, of course. Because that would just make a huge mess. Stiff peaks it is then. If a minute of electric mixer sounds later. And it's ready now. So fast. Such is the power of technology. Okay, now I put the foam in the batter and do the fold mixing thing again. You have to pour the egg foam into the batter, not the other way around. Because I might mess up its conscience, excuse me? Consistency? I knew that. Real. Moral choice. Oh, and you have to use this batter right away. It'll go flat over time. Okay, I'll heat up the stove. In between these like little cooking instructions, I'm just like giving random like information and like just stuff to talk about. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish my one-shot medley, and honestly I think that's fine. I haven't worked on it in years. I don't know, I think I might have explained it on stream at some point, but The reason that medley was called "See You Soon" was because, you know, I wanted the medley to tell a story of like, you know, the game and have it like sort of end. I don't remember what song it would end on, but like the point of the medley was to make the story of One Shot end not with a goodbye, but with a "see you soon," with the assumption that at some point I would purchase a Nico plush and basically like see Nico again in that way. I think for the longest time I didn't purchase a plush for that reason, because emotional reasons, I didn't feel like my journey was complete yet. But back in 2022 I decided, like, you know, I don't want to just wait forever to purchase this thing, you know. I don't want to call it this thing, but I don't want to wait forever for the perfect time to purchase, you know, this plush. Because what if I never end up finishing that medley? So I just ended up ordering it, received it in the mail, and he's been chilling with me since. So I don't know if I'm ever going to finish that, but I think that's fine. In terms of like long-term projects I was working on, I still have the file for that medley like laying around in my files, like on my computer somewhere. I don't know if I'll ever go back to it, but I think it's okay. I don't really know the other steps because it's on a stove. Okay, I'll take over then. Alright, we don't have the regular griddle right now. There's damage in the fire. So make these in the pan. The mama does. She uses a really heavy black pan for these. I think it's called a cat's iron? Real? A cast iron pan. I genuinely was like, oh yeah, I think that's a real thing. Oops. That's the one. Silly me. We are not cats. Oh, and she adds a ton of butter to it. I only have stainless steel pans right now. So butter would definitely help it not stick to the pan. Now that might not make very smooth looking pancakes. Butter tends to make it look more bubbly. It'll taste great. I need a stick of butter by itself if I could. I used to dip like those Tostitos. I don't remember if it was Tostitos. It was some chip that was made for dipping, and you're supposed to dip it in like guacamole or something, but I would just dip it in butter. It was pretty gross. Probably won't need that much butter for this batch. I usually make pancakes on a big non-stick griddle. I might be a little rusty doing it the old-fashioned way. I like this pan, which doesn't rust because it's made of steel. Start heating up the pan on medium heat with some butter. 4 or 5 out of a 9 on the standard stove. Okay. Maybe a couple minutes, then a drop of water to the pan. If it sizzles, that means the pan is hot enough. Okay. Scary. Cool way. You lower the heat down a notch to around 3. And how much batter does your mom normally use? Let's see. About 1/3 of a cup? Average data for pancake batter not found in database. Oh no, it's so over. Enough batter to make a pancake about 4 inches across. I'll end up with 5 or 6 pancakes. Make them even bigger. They'll be harder to flip. Okay, first pancake down. Let's wait about 5 minutes for that to cook. Slide a spatula under it. If it feels solid enough to lift without collapsing, it's ready to flip. And barely any color. I expected this. First pancake is always ugly. Cook it for 4 more minutes on the other side. Flip it and done. Same on the other side too. I guess the pan isn't hot enough yet. That's okay. Messiah shall accept the ugly pancake as sacrifice. So selfless of you. Now to make the rest. Don't forget to add more butter between each pancake. Quickly heat up a notch to 4 this time. Maybe that'll help brown. Don't want to turn it up too high, because it might burn. I'm not going to shatter on a burned pancake. Every stove is different though, so these definitely aren't hard numbers. Oh, this pancake turned out nice, very nice. And it's too hot now, so if I add more butter now, it'll explode. Scary. Because butter has an emulsion of fat and water, both of which do not mix with each other. That's true. Explosions are caused by the water rapidly turning into steam under high temperatures. Hydrophobic. They don't put on a grease fire with water. True. I'll lower the heat back to 3 for now. Guess we can adjust the heat as we cook the rest. Oh, alright, we're gonna share these with the group. And done. Just about ready to put everything together? Yep. Let me do it! Okay, so we stack the pancakes and then a square of butter to the, like this. And then... Where's the syrup? It's over here, on the stove. Back in the danger zone. It's starting to congeal, so I'm warming it back up. Caramel syrups tend to solidify after a while. Especially in our case, since it's not a true caramel. So it'll get gritty as it cools. I think a few minutes on the stove can't fix, though. But you have to stir it the entire time or it might burn. Yuck. Okay, then we pour the warm, not burnt, syrup over the top. We got the candy hazelnuts on top of it. Look, that looks really good. And done. I hope that's something that they actually, like, the team actually made in real life. The puzzle solved, let's go. Max.love, we love to see it. Yeah, no, I do definitely want to try this. I don't know if I'm really gonna... I don't know if it'll turn out well, but I do want to try this. Oh my god, it's the same plush! I'll put a link to the Fangamer store where you can buy that plush. Oh yeah, also, I think, like, I don't have Nico's scarf anymore. I think, like, I don't know what happened with it. I think it, like, kept slipping off because I couldn't tie a knot correctly. Now, normally I do the whole thing myself, but you guys worked so hard on this. So we should all share. I cannot eat. Alright. Oh well, more for me. I had to see the extra pancake that didn't fit the stack. That's the sad one. Sad, lonely, undecorated. Never mind. Professional at work. You want to eat the rest of these at a table? Yeah. Alright then, let's take a break from the kitchen. We did it. Fruit of our labor. It's not actually fruit. I'm still here for some reason. What was back here again? Storage room, okay. Yeah, there they are, let's go. Oh no! I completely forgot we were open early today! Jesus Christ, Plight, you look so much like Gary from Eve, it's like scary. I haven't seen his sprite in game in so long. If that's how he always looked, I guess I just never, like... I think I always knew he looked like Gary, but it never really, like, hit until just now. Oh, we love Gary, we love Ebe. How long have you guys been waiting? Yeah, that sprite doesn't look much like Gary, but the overworld sprite, definitely. 38 minutes and 16 seconds. Oh, I just got here. Hello, Alula. I think there's an Alula plush, I don't remember. Hi, Nico. Yeah, let's go. Hi, Alula. Hi, lamplighter man. I have a name. What you guys doing back in the kitchen? Oh, I was teaching Ling. Ling? Okay, we have a name. Ling, how to make pancakes. But doesn't Ling already know how to make pancakes? Not these special ones that my mama makes. Thank you for sharing that with me. I learned a lot today. So the master has become the student. Mostly about molecules, but... I can see why you like these so much now. It's a very involved recipe. Almost more like a cake than a pancake. What? That's so cool. Me next, I get to go next. Oh, you want to learn to make these pancakes too? Might be a little too young. Even an older kid like Nico is scared of some parts. I wonder if they ever, like... I feel like they did say that Nico was older than Alula, but I don't remember. I had kind of Nico to be around like 12. I guess Alula would be like 11 in that case. Yeah, I wasn't scared. It's just self-defense. Like kung fu. Huh? Are you karate chopping the pots and pans? No. Because I would. You mean like self-preservation? Yeah, that. I don't know that word. I just don't want to be near a hot stove. Especially not around sugar lava. Exactly. Nico was just being responsible. Can you eat the lava? Absolutely do not eat the lava. And the responsible thing for me to do is not a Alula anywhere near a stove. We'll teach you how to make these pancakes when you're a little or a lot older, okay? No, I want to teach you how to make my favorite food. Does not have lava. God, I I've not not seen a Lula forever either, and I don't have a plush of her, so it feels extra. Oh, the emotions. I forgot how like powerful Alula's aura was. This girl could kill God easy. Oh, in that case, sure. Yay! Guess there's open house day in the kitchen. Hello. Alright. We got the whole squad. I tried opening the inventory. We don't have one, unfortunately. Hello. Let's see. You got any bread? Sure, but it's just pre-sliced, not the loaves you guys normally have. It's even better. Now I don't have to cut it. Sandwich. Gotta cook the bread on a pan over hot coals. You have a toaster. It's even better. Get some yogurt and mix in some salt and seasons. Seasons? Like spring and summer? Of course not, silly. Winter it is. It's not what I mean and you know it. I'm assuming you want sea moss salts? Sea salt ice cream? We got a shipment from the Glen a while ago. We also have garlic salt, which tastes similar but a lot stronger. Give me the garlics. We don't get this much back home. Okay, mix this all with the yogurt, then just spread this on the bread with a spoon. I like to rip up some fish into little pieces. Smoked fish, not alive. You got any? Your smoked salmon, will that work? My favorite. Put some seeds on top of the fish to make it crunchy. Okay. Artisanal toasted sesame seeds. I'll take it. The cat food. Inferior. Bird. The longest time I did not eat fish. I only started eating sushi like in the past couple years. It's really good though. I only eat nigiri, not sushi. Nigiri is just rice and fish. Sushi has like avocados and shit in it, and it's gross. So, I'm pretty sure lamplight is supposed to be Russian. I can't do a Russian accent, so whatever. So, oh, you want like something too? I was actually just gonna order my regular jug of coffee, but breakfast won't hurt. Look at you, eating food. Ugh. Cover your eyes, kids. I don't know if Plight and Alula have ever interacted in canon. I was gonna ask initially if Plight and Protobot ever interacted in canon. Cover your eyes, kids, or your parents might get mad. Step 1, toast slice of bread. Step 2, cover it with butter, room temperature. Step C, sprinkle on instant coffee and ew. And done. The destroyer of worlds. It tastes okay. And that's breakfast. For lunch, I normally mix the instant coffee into some 3-minute noodles. Ew. Cup kind. You don't need to add the sugar. Or if I'm really in a rush, I just put a scoop of coffee into a bag of uncooked... I think you should leave the kitchen. Don't let this man cook. Should probably start the coffee machines. You want any, Nico? No thanks. Coffee's for grown-ups. But it's really bitter. Only if you drink it black. You might like it in a decaf hazelnut cappuccino or mocha latte. I only said one of those words. I like it black. That was so much fun. Too bad we didn't get to karate chop any pans. Please do not do that. Probably near the end. Oh, let's go! Oh, it's everybody. It's everybody. Alula! Have you been here this whole time? Don't go running off like that. Sheesh. Sorry, I got hungry. Foraging food is so easy in the city, though. The nice guy at the cafe feeds me for free because I am very cute and also a baby. Can't argue with that. He gives this guy here free food because he doesn't take care of himself despite being a grown-up. His house is probably really messy. Hey. Just saying. Magpie? God, I haven't seen these characters in forever. Oh, hey, what's with all the decorations? Someone's birthday? Did you just notice? I guess you could call it a birthday. It's the 10-year anniversary. Where's Silver Point? Where's the robot? I want to see the robot. Anniversary of what? Someone's wedding, or? I don't think anyone here is married. The anniversary of the original. Oh, right, you weren't. True. I mean, you weren't really either. It was the robot who was around. No shade to Kip Silver. She's great. I have a strong emotional attachment to Silver Point. That's okay. Now there was a yeah. I was. You were? No. I think Dice Person appeared like in a random room in the Barrens. I was. I think. What are anniversaries but grim reminders they were inching another year closer to our inevitable demise? I wasn't around either. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just here for emotional support. I recognize that character. I don't know if they ever talked in the original game. Thanks. Cedric! Who is that person in the bottom right? Yeah, a lot of us got here pretty late, didn't we? Especially me. And... oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting this character's name. What's the fox's name? I almost said Vim, but no, it's a different character. Vox? No, not Vox. That's Has-Been Hotel. Yeah, you really lost me there. Or what was 10 years ago. I can remember that far back. He doesn't. Oh, they better release this song on its own. Oh, I love it. I'm not gonna pass up an excuse to party. Hey. Is the shepherd gonna talk? I want the shepherd to talk. Hey. Anyway, where's all the booze? Shut up. What a crowd. I'll say. Looks like I got a lot of cooking to do now, huh? Oh, I'll help. We can make more pancakes. Pancakes? Pancakes. Count me in. You know I'm always up for some breakfast for dinner. George, it's 8 in the morning. We're having breakfast for breakfast. And I guess you pulled an all-nighter on those manuscripts again. George is the librarian, I think? You know it, babe. Breakfast for dinner for breakfast. For lunch. Because we already ate. Pancakes. That makes me nostalgic. Ah, it's so true. We haven't seen them in a long time, have we? Yeah. What are you two whispering about? Just reminiscing. Oh, the... Oh, Nico. These must be important to you. Of course. This is my mama's special recipe. My favorite thing to eat ever. Ah, how wonderful. You don't want to know how long these took to make, though. I was there. That time is not wasted if you spent it on something you care about. It's true. These pancakes turn out really good because you spent a lot of time on them. Sick. They won't make you sick. Unless you eat 100 of them. 5,500 grams. Sounds amazing. Eating 100 pancakes? As good as you say, we just might. Collectively. I can't eat 100 pancakes by myself. It's quitter talk. Speaking of whom, Lampman. I have a name. You're not gonna bail on us again, are you? I was just gonna go back to work, but I guess everyone's staying, so it'd be super awkward if I left now. Yeah, sure, I'll stay. I could go for second breakfast. I am a growing baby bird, and my body demands nutrients. Nutrients? But it's mostly just sugar. Yeah, it's a party. Who cares? Sugar is a nutrient, technically. It means we could eat as much as we want. That's the spirit. There are no spirits here. I'm talking about booze. Shut up, Magpie. Shut up. We just said it's like 8 in the morning. Not getting much. Just shut up. This is a kid's game. One shot. Okay. I think this is the right kind of establishment for booze. One shot. Kip's right, we just have breakfast foods here mostly. The hundreds of pancakes coming right up. Or however many orders we get. Let's not keep everyone waiting. Okay, I'll go back to work then. See you in a bit. I have to wonder, is the character in the bottom right, because I don't think they're from One Shot. Are they from Margin of the Strange? Because that's something that's coming out that Night Margin's been working on for a while. That would be pretty sick. Hey, I said I want to help. Don't start without me. One shot. Boom. 10th anniversary. Thank you for playing. Thank you for all your support in the last 10 years. Credits. Programming, Gureke Cheeser. The classic names. Title screen art, Sheep Parfait. I don't recognize the name. Maybe that's like a new username that one of the team members is using. All other art, Night Margin. Writing, Night Margin. Music, Night Margin. Gureke Cheeser. Pancake recipe, Night Margin. One shot original concept, Night Margin, Eliza Velasquez, and Gureke Cheeser. Yuka plush available on Fangamer. Anniversary merch, mothparfait.bigcartel.com. Okay, I'll link that. See you next time. There we are. About an hour. All right. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could share with everyone on the channel. Yeah, I'm not sure there's much else to say. One Shot's a fantastic game. Maybe I hadn't really thought about this. Maybe I will stream or record myself. Probably stream, honestly. Maybe I'll stream myself playing Margin of the Strange whenever it comes out. And I mean, here's hoping we get chapter 3 and 4 soon. I would love to record a playthrough of that for you guys. Yeah, Nico and I'm holding him up to the microphone. You guys cannot see, but I am. Nico and I wish you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And yeah, see y'all in the next one. Take care, guys.